Good day, and thanks for joining me for another episode. In this tutorial, we're going to be looking at data, and we're going to be looking at three separate items under this category. We're going to be looking at filters, we're going to be looking at column statistics, and we're going to be looking at creating a drop-down. So let's get right to it and start with filters. So to start with the filter, you can highlight either the row or just the section. You can do the entire row or just the section that you want to have a filter on. You can use this filter over here to create a filter. This little funnel, or go up to data and create a filter. Once again, the funnel picture. Create a filter, and the filter allows you to basically choose various pieces of data from the data set. So if I wanted to look at all sales on the 30th of September, I hit OK. It gives me all the sales on the 30th of September. If I want to look at let's say all the items that were sold, let's say I just want to look at hammers. How many hammers did we sell? Well, we sold this many to these customers. Select all. Basically, customer, you can do the same thing. Clear it, and then you just choose it. I want to see what ABC company bought. We bought these things. Two hammers, or 8 hammers, or plus 7 hammers, 15. Some saws, some nails, and some more saws. So I'm not sure what they're doing, but they seem to need saws and hammers a lot. Once again, this data is just randomized data anyway, just for demonstration purposes. So when you want to select everything in here, you can hit select all. When you want to clear everything, you can hit clear. You can also search. So if I wanted to search, if you had a long list, and I wanted to go ABC, it'll give me everything with ABC in it. Together, of course, ABC together. So in this case, it's only one thing. One data point is ABC company. You select all. You can also filter by color, or if the cells are filled with color, you can filter by condition, and whether it's empty, whether it has something in it. Maybe the text starts with. You want everything where the text starts with whatever. A's. You want all the A color, like all the customers that start with A. So you go into here and hit text starts with A. Text is exactly. So you can type in exactly what you want. You can do dates. It is or is before or is after, greater than or less than, etc., etc. There's a lot of features here when you filter by condition. But the most standard one is to filter by values. Also, in this filter area, you can sort. Sorting A to Z just sorts with, that's a bad example. Let me put everybody in here. Sort A to Z basically puts it in alphabetical order. So 1, 2, 3, ABC, walk-ins. Sort Z to A does the exact opposite. And if I wanted to put it back into the date, sorting A to Z will actually put it from the earliest date to the latest date. So the next item is to create the next item is to look at column stats. This is a handy little feature. When you turn it on, basically every column that you click on, it will give you a little summary of what's going on in that column. So you tell you how many times saws appear, for instance, under the item, or screws, or hammer, or nails, whatever it is. I'll tell you how many rows you have in total. So this spreadsheet has 1,000 rows. Of course, 954 of them are empty because I don't go down that far. I only go down 48 rows. And it tells you your unique values. So unique values being the various different values that appear. They may appear more than once, but they appear at least once. And it gives you a little chart here. It gives you counts and I guess, add a series. Yes, we actually need numbers to do distribution. So let's do price. Let's look at distribution. So you can see the price distribution is high around the $4 range, $4 and $5. Completely empty between $5 and $10, and that's because we've got no items that cost $5 and $10. And then between $10 and $13, we do have items there, and so basically it's putting in distribution here. So it's funny. It's sort of like a inverted histogram. So back to the counts, and once again, this tells you how many times $5 appears, $10 appears, $4 appears, etc. It gives you an overview, and you can just click on any column, and you can get that information. It's really helpful. It's just a nice little feature. Anyway, I'm going to hit X over here, and that closes it. But you can bring it up by just going Data, Column Stats. So the last thing I want to do in this quick tutorial is I want to create a dropdown. So let's create a dropdown for items. So we have 4 items: nails, hammers, saws, and screws. So if I wanted to create a dropdown, I go down to Data Validation. So I want to be on the cell that I'm adding the rule to. And I could do it to a range of cells as well. I could go like this. Let's start with 1. So I want to add a rule, and I'm going to do a drop down. I'm not going to do one of these other things. I just want to do a drop down, and there's 2 options here: drop down or drop down from a range. So if you do a drop down, you actually have to type in the various things that you want on your drop down. So add another item. And you can color code these as well. Like, let's say nails is going to be red, and saws are going to be blue. All right. Hammers are going to be green. And screws are going to be purple. So once you add that, you go done, and it creates a drop down for you. You pick your item, and it, like I said, it color codes each item, so it's easy to see. If you want to copy this, you can actually go. Sorry, I hit Control C, but you go up here and you hit copy, highlight it, and you can go paste special, and you can go formats only. Oh, that didn't work. You hit paste special, data validation only. So now it adds the drop down, but it leaves the value that was there. So if we want to change anything, we can. But see how it color codes everything? It basically gives you that drop down with the color codes wherever you want to put it. So once again, that's copy, select one, copy, and then we're going to paste right to the bottom. We're going to do data validation only. So that is that's the filter, the data validation, and of course the column stats. We're going to look at other things in the data set in other videos, so please hang on. Thank you.